Hollywood has seen some spectacular career meltdowns, but very few compare to the slow-motion, roundhouse kick-to-his-own-face collapse of Steven Seagal. This is a man who once stood on top of the action world, then somehow ended up getting cut out of his own movie. A man who went from $150 million box office hits to straight-to-video films where he barely stands up during fight scenes. And the wildest part, he did it almost entirely to himself. In the late 1980s, Hollywood was changing. The steroid-fueled muscle era was fading. Studios wanted something new, leaner, more authentic, more martial arts focused. Seagal walked in at the perfect moment. A mysterious aikido instructor with a ponytail, a whispery voice, and the permanent expression of a man mildly disappointed in your life choices. His first film was a modest hit. Then came more. Same character every time. Ex-cop, ex-agent, ex-something. Soft-spoken, emotionless. Completely unstoppable. Bones snapping like dry twigs. And audiences ate it up. By 1992, he hit the jackpot. A battleship thriller that became his biggest success. Over $150 million worldwide. Critics didn't hate it. Studios loved him. For a brief moment, Steven Seagal looked like the next action king. And that's exactly when everything started to go wrong. Because success didn't humble him, it inflated him. After his big hit, Seagal decided he wasn't just an actor, he was a visionary. He convinced the studio to let him direct his next film. Huge budget, total control. What followed was chaos. He rewrote scenes constantly, fought with stuntmen, delayed production, brought in a shaman to bless the set, added a long environmental speech at the end that felt like a college lecture nobody signed up for. The budget exploded. The movie flopped. Critics tore it apart. He even won Worst Director. That was the crack in the armor. But instead of adjusting, he doubled down. The sequel to his biggest hit should have saved him. Instead, it exposed him. The budget ballooned. He reportedly showed up out of shape, interfered with editing, clashed with the crew, took control of the final cut. The movie made money, but not enough. And Hollywood started whispering something dangerous. Maybe he wasn't the reason the first one worked. Then came the ultimate humiliation. He signed on to star in a major studio action film. He was positioned as the lead, but behind the scenes, tension, clashes, growing harassment allegations in the press. Co-stars reportedly fed up. The studio panicked. They rewrote the script. They killed his character early. They reduced his screen time. They stripped his name from much of the marketing. Steven Seagal, action superstar, was edited out of his own movie. And here's the brutal truth. The film still succeeded. It worked without him. After that, the fall was steep. More flops, shrinking budgets, bigger egos, smaller audiences. Meanwhile, action cinema evolved. Stars trained harder, reinvented themselves, added humor, adapted. Seagal didn't. He gained weight, kept playing elite operatives, refused self-parody, refused reinvention. His film slid into straight-to-video territory. Lower budgets, minimal theatrical releases. Fight scenes shot carefully to hide how little he moved. The mystique was gone. In the 2000s, he pivoted again, this time toward politics and international headlines. A strange second act far removed from Hollywood glory. But here's the real lesson. Seagal had timing. He had momentum. He had studio backing. He had a hit franchise. What he didn't have was adaptability. In Hollywood, talent opens the door. But ego can slam it shut. Steven Seagal mastered a martial art built on redirection and balance. Yet the one thing he never learned to redirect was himself. And that's why his career didn't just fade away. It got roundhouse kicked into oblivion.